What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we have some unfortunate news when it comes to the highly anticipated light heavyweight title showdown that took place last night between 4-division world champion, undisputed super middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be the face of the sport of boxing, in Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is now 57 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 31 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. For the second time in his career, he dared to be great, moving up to light heavyweight. He's already become the WBO light heavyweight world champion when he beat Sergey Crusher Kovalev, but he faced off against what was being considered at one point, now definitely for sure, the best light heavyweight in the world, in WBA light heavyweight world champion, undefeated Russian superstar boxer DMITRY BIVOL, who is now 20 wins, no losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 31 years of age, 6 feet tall with a 72-inch arm reach, okay? With that said, Canelo Alvarez, when he took on Sergey Kovalev for the WBO light heavyweight title, many people view Sergey Kovalev as the weak link of the champions at light heavyweight, and DMITRY BIVOL was the best light heavyweight in the world. And some make an argument that undefeated unified WBC IBF light heavyweight world champion, Russian superstar boxer ROBB, who is now 17 wins, no losses, no draws, 17 wins by way of knockout, 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, and he's 36 years of age. Okay, so with that said, people make the case that ROBB with his knockout power is the best light heavyweight in the world. And some made the case that DMITRY BIVOL was the best light heavyweight in the world. And Sergey Kovalev, who was coming off of multiple losses. He had been knocked out by Andre Ward in his second fight with Andre Ward, back-to-back losses. First fight, he lost the decision to Andre Ward. Second fight, he was stopped by Andre Ward. Then he lost to Canelo Alvarez by knockout. He avenged that loss, but then he came back. He had a rough, rugged, tough fight with Anthony Yard, in which, you know, he nearly was stopped in that fight, weathered the storm and stopped Anthony Yard late in the fight. And then in a quick turnaround, he fought Canelo Alvarez with a rehydration clause, okay? So many people felt like Canelo Alvarez was choosing a weak link and that DMITRY BIVOL was actually the best light heavyweight, and, you know, Canelo Alvarez chose that route. With that said, okay, there's always a lot of controversy surrounding the scorecards involving Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez last night with DMITRY BIVOL got badly outclassed, outboxed, and dominating the fight. I thought he won 3 rounds at best against DMITRY BIVOL last night, okay? With that said, colorful analyst, well-renowned trainer, Hall of Famer, TEDY Atlas, he weighed in and revealed the judges' scorecards for the fight. And TEDY Atlas, he said the right man won, but once again, on the scorecards, they tried to take it from DMITRY BIVOL. The scorecards was already made before the fight even started. Canelo Alvarez faced legendary retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Floyd Money Mayweather, May of 2013, and he lost every single round against Floyd Mayweather. Nobody would debate that. Every single round, including Canelo himself saying he got taken to school, admitting that he got taken to school, right? In that, one of the judges saw a draw, saw Canelo win 6 rounds to Floyd Mayweather 6 rounds. A draw. Scored it a draw. Okay? Floyd Mayweather won a split decision in a fight he absolutely dominated, outclassed, and outworked Canelo Alvarez, took him to school. Canelo didn't win 1 round. And yet a judge saw it 6-6. Then Canelo, he faced off against, now it actually started before the Floyd Mayweather fight, the fight before, the unification bout, where Canelo Alvarez faced off against fellow undefeated junior middleweight world champion Austin Trout at the time. and they had an open scorecard in the 6th round. And when they had the open scorecard revealed, Austin Trout only won 1 round in a fight that was tough, and many people thought that Austin Trout may have been up on the cards or at least even at that point in time. But every judge had Canelo Alvarez up massive. So Austin Trout felt pressure and had to go for the knockout, got outside his game plan, got dropped, and that proved to be the difference in the fight. Yet, nonetheless, Canelo won a unanimous decision in a fight that people thought was very close. Then the Floyd Mayweather fight with the draw. Then you had the fight with Erislandy Lara, where many people felt like Canelo Alvarez lost that fight against Erislandy Lara. Now, I'm for one, in the second half of the fight, I felt like Erislandy Lara let off the gas. He put it in cruise control. He felt like he had the fight in his hand, in the bag, and he put it in cruise control. And, second half of the fight, Canelo Alvarez was playing to the judges, playing to the crowd, telling Erislandy Lara stand and fight, yelling at him. He was frustrated, right? And the judges saw it in favor of Canelo. Canelo got a split decision. Many people, 90% of the people, thought that Erislandy Lara won that fight. So that was the judges on that scorecards. Then you had the 2 Triple G fights, where the first fight ended in a draw. And I, for one, I felt like Canelo Alvarez won both the fights, edged it out. But he got a draw in the first fight and got the victory in the second fight. And many people complained about the scorecards on that fight, right? The fight with Sergey Kovalev. Before he stopped Sergey Kovalev in the 11th round of their fight, most people, if not everybody, thought that Sergey Kovalev was winning the fight. But at the time of the stoppage, when the judges' scorecards was revealed, all the judges had Canelo Alvarez up on the scorecards. Big. In a fight that many people thought Sergey Kovalev was winning. Fast forward to this fight. The judges' scorecards, Teddy Atlas absolutely goes in once again. The judges' scorecards are revealed. And there's nobody in the boxing planet that believes these scorecards that read every single judge seeing Canelo Alvarez winning the first 4 rounds. I'm going to tell y'all again. Canelo Alvarez, at best, won 3 rounds the entire fight. Every judge, all 3 judges, had Canelo Alvarez winning the first 4 rounds. And they must have heard the outrage from the fans already, and the thought that Canelo Alvarez was getting dominated. And then they give DMITRY BIVOL the next 4 rounds, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then they give Canelo Alvarez round 9, which is a stretch. Okay, they give Canelo Alvarez round 9. Then they give DMITRY BIVOL the last 3 rounds, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, to make up clearly for the debacle of the first 4 rounds. But all 3 judges gave the first 4 rounds to Canelo. All 3 judges gave the next 4 rounds to Bivol. All 3 judges gave the 9th round to Canelo. And all 3 judges gave the last 3 rounds to DMITRY BIVOL. Nobody, not one of these judges, saw it different. That's amazing. You have 3 judges watching from 3 different angles, and they got every single round in cahoots. You have 3, I'm gonna say it again, you have 3 different judges watching from 3 different angles, and yet they found a way to score the fight identical across the board. That tells you that they already had a plan in place for who was going to win this fight. And the plan wasn't for DMITRY BIVOL to win this fight. If this fight was anything close, DMITRY BIVOL loses this fight. And at the end of the day, all judges saw 115, 112 in favor of DMITRY BIVOL, which means he won by 3 rounds. The last 3 rounds. So going into the 9th round, they had it a draw. A fight with DMITRY BIVOL absolutely dominated. Going into the 9th round, the judges had it a draw. In a fight that wasn't even competitive. It wasn't even close. Canelo didn't even win 3 rounds at max the entire fight. Yet going into the 9th round, on all 3 judges' scorecards, they had it a draw. This is a shame, and this is a problem, and this is what's wrong with the sport of boxing. Period. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.